We're at Swallow Cliff Stairs. We got Bully B. Bilal Muhammad getting ready to fight for the welterweight title in Manchester. Pad work right now. We just did 10 rounds of the stairs. He's going after it today.
Saw you at the top.
Only 8 more to go. This is the Schmo with the Pro. He's 23-3. He has not lost this decade. He's Bully B. Bilal Muhammad, the number 2 ranked UFC welterweight in the flesh here at the Shallow Cliff Stairs, Illinois. Working up a sweat. How we doing?
How you doing, bro? It's your first time over here running them up. I see you shaking a little bit as you're talking to me.
Hey, the Schmo promised you that at least one time before this camp was over, we'd get here to do the stairs with you. You didn't disappoint, man. Doing those doubles, 6 through 10, the Schmo feels like his legs just turned into jello right then and there.
I'm not going to lie. There's a lot of people their first time here, they're done at 3. You pushed it all the way through, so I got to respect you for that. You're a beast.
Yeah, but then you just took it all the way from the parking lot, going uphill, championship rounds, championship measures, and then you were doing the sparring. You didn't quit.
Yeah, honestly, I didn't want to do that parking lot one, but when you got freaking Ian Larios looking at you, telling you, man up, these are the championship rounds, you got to have those people around you that are going to push you, right? Not those people that are going to be like, all right, that was good enough. You worked out hard this week to stop. But everybody around me, small circle, man, they push me hard because they know that it's all one goal. All of us are trying to get this belt for all of us. It's not just for me. We're a whole team. It's one effort, one goal. It's all of us.
About 2 weeks away from Manchester, UFC 304. What's going through your mind right now? Emotions. We know you've been chomping at the bit for this rematch since it ended March 13th, the Schmo's birthday, 2021, the first time you met Leon Edwards.
Honestly, it's a sense of relief, right? Because it's here. It's finally here. There's no more waiting. We've had a long waiting game, 2 years. Then even this year, when it was guaranteed after the Gilbert fight, it was still maybe what's going to happen? When is it going to happen? When's it going to happen? Now it's finally here. We're 2 weeks away. There's no more running from him. There's no more excuses. There's no more interviews that need to be said, any trash talking. It's like, we're going to meet in the cage. And I'm going to show you guys what happened 3 years ago. I'm going to show you guys the version I am right now, how great I am.
How much better is this version of you than any other version we've seen you compete inside the octagon?
I'm the best version of myself. Like, if I fought him today, I would smash him. So in an hour, I'm going to be a better version of myself. In 2 hours, I'm going to be a better version of myself. In 2 days, I'm going to be a way better version of myself. So you're giving me another week, it's going to be the best version these guys ever seen.
And the time frame, the time zone that this fight's going to be on. It's going to be like you're fighting on American soil just based on the time zones.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's going to be good for me, right? It's the date. It's going to be nighttime here, so it's going to be normal time zone. So out there, I'm just going to be trying to sleep during the day and chill at night. But it really doesn't matter, right? Like, the fuel I have inside of me, whether it's 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 4 a.m., I got enough fuel in me to freaking punch Leon in his face any time of the day.
This guy's ready to go. It's looking like you can challenge David Goggins to some sort of race. Speaking of David Goggins, what do you make of the beef he has with Sean Strickland online right now?
I mean, I wouldn't call it a beef. Like, that's what Sean is, right? He's a troll. He's like, nobody cares what he says anymore because he doesn't have the belt anymore. So now he's just starting to attack all these other guys, these other people with bigger followings and things like that, just to get attention. I knew what he was from the beginning. He's fake. He's not this tough guy that he says he is, or this crazy guy that he says he is. He's just doing stuff for clout. And I mean, if he's a man, you challenge David Goggins. Do David Goggins' workout. Let's see if you push through. Let's see how big your heart is.
King Green's his name now. It used to be Bobby Green. He's fighting Paddy the Baddy Pimblett, someone you know well. You were in the corner of Jared Flash Gordon. Controversial loss when he fought him. What are your expectations for King Green against Paddy the Baddy in Manchester?
I mean, Jared's literally had the worst luck in the last 3 years with everything, but he's going to fight through it. I mean, honestly, that fight with Bobby Green and Paddy, I think it's going to be an interesting one, right? Because Paddy, he's tough. He comes out same way every single fight, just a brawl. Bobby, we know how fast he is. He may be a little bit older now, but he got hands and he got power and he got an awkward style. So I think it's going to be exciting. I think the energy that the Manchester crowd is going to bring to Paddy is going to make him go a little bit harder. I think it's going to be in war.
Speaking of war, Mike Perry fighting Jake Paul. How do you see that going down in Tampa, Florida?
That was exciting, right? People are counting out Perry just because he's smaller than Jake Paul. But Perry, he has that just natural power, right? He has that dog in him. And I don't think that Jake Paul's fought anybody with that hunger, right? He's fought, a lot of the older UFC guys, but they all had that big check. They're all satisfied already. I think Mike Perry still has that dog in him that he's still chasing. that glory, and I think that he's going to bring a real big fight to him.
So you're the clear-cut guy fighting for the title in the welterweight division. Who's next in line? Who's the title eliminator fight that you want to see for your first title defense?
I mean, honestly, for me, it's like everybody's obviously hyping up Shavkat. I don't know, they were talking about him and JDM, but my thing right now is to be the best welterweight to ever do it, right? So I want to fight the guys that they keep. Even if I go out there and I walk through Leon Edwards, they're going to have an excuse of, oh, I beat him because of this, or I beat him because of that. This guy's still going to beat you. This guy's still going to beat you. When my career is all said and done, I want to be the guy that beat every single great guy in my era. Every guy that they thought would beat me, I want to walk through them all. So whoever it is, line them up, right? You have Shavkat, you have Ian Gary, you have JDM, all these guys. So I don't know if I don't think any of them are really scheduled to fight right now, but whoever the UFC puts in front of me, I want to stay active. I want to be an active champion. I don't want to wait a year to fight like Leon Edwards. I've had years where I fought 4 times, 5 times. I want to be that champion that brings the division back into the limelight. The people are forgetting about the welterweights.
Who does Colby Covington fight next?
Honestly, Colby Covington just needs to retire. There's really nothing left for him. Like he's still trying to attach to his glory days 3 or 4 years ago when they thought he was good. But I think everybody figured out now that he sucks. And I think that he's right now just trying to figure out who's going to be the next person that he could beat up, and then he could get on the mic and talk trash. But he's kind of like a Sean Strickland where he doesn't have the belt anymore. Nobody cares what he has to say.
How do you steal the crowd and win the Manchester crowd over?
I mean, I go out there and I just bring the fight to Leon. I don't think they're really fans of Leon, right? They're just fans of having a British champion. And I don't think that they're really Leon fans. But if I go out there, I know that crowd, it's going to be 5 a.m. So they're going to be a little bit tired. So I go out there, bring a war to them. I go out there, smash Leon Edwards, bring that blood in the morning. They love to fight. Those Manchester fans, they love action. And I think I'm going to bring that action on July 27th.
And then you have Tom Aspinall against Curtis Razor Blades. Curtis Razor Blades, a Chicago guy. He doesn't train here, but he's from here. What do you think is going to be the key to victory to be the interim heavyweight champion?
Yeah, I got my boy Curtis Blades. I think that he just needs to be smart, right? A lot of the times when he gets into those bigger fights against those guys with bigger power, he gets caught a little bit. I think he needs to go in there early, wrestle, wear on Aspinall a little bit, take him to the later rounds. But Aspinall's so athletic, so fast, and he got so much power. So he has all the attributes of old Cain Velasquez. So I think Curtis just needs to slow the fight down a little bit, wear on him, and then hopefully in later rounds we'll see where Aspinall is.
The schmo's still shaking. What's the secret to success? You got washboard abs right now. You're barely breathing hard.
I mean, it's just hard work. People could doubt me all they want, but they don't know how hard I work. They don't know how hard I push it every day in the practice room. Only people that really know what I do are the people that are in my circle. We're a small circle, and we all push each other to another level. And the results show. We haven't lost this decade, like you said, and people will have excuses for every little thing. There is no excuses. It's just nonstop hard work every day.
How did Khabib and Islam do when you took them to these stairs?
They got to come to Chicago.
They haven't come yet?
They haven't come here yet, but knowing Khabib, he'll just come out with a different workout, make us wrestle on every stair upward. And, dude, every time I see him, he doesn't lose shape, right? He's always the same guy, same freaking monster. And even when I'm in the best shape of my life, he'll still walk through me.
But real talk, though, you spent some time training with Islam in that camp. Would you welcome him to fight at 170 if you're the champion and he wants to go up and fight for champ status in this weight division?
No, I would never fight him. He's my brother, right? But like I said it a couple months ago where I said, I think he can literally go up to 185 and win the belt. People don't know how big he is and how strong he is and how talented he is. I think if he didn't have to cut weight, 185, he could still go out there and beat these guys. He's as big as these guys. I've seen Duplessis. I've seen Adesanya in person. And with Islam's set of skills, I think he could dominate a lot of these guys up there.
Duplessis or Stylebender? Who do you like in 305?
I mean, I got Stylebender. I think that he's just a little bit too sharp, right? He's too smooth with his striking. I think Duplessis is going to come out and try to wrestle him. But he has an awkward style. And I think the way that Stylebender moves and, with his footwork and his setups, I think he's going to be able to set something up and catch Duplessis coming in.
How do we hear and new Manchester UFC 304? Visualization, how does it all play out?
Honestly, I think I go out there and I walk through him. I think it's going to be a knockout, and I think I'm going to hear and new. People have their thoughts, have their doubts, have their anything, but I'm going to do it again. I'm going to shock the world one more time, and I want to hear the excuses again, and again. But I'm going to have gold around my waist, so they don't really matter.
He's the pro. I'm the schmo. We're in Illinois working up a sweat. We're out. That's a hat. Scott the Schmo's hat.
Chicago.